Alright, people. This is a review of the Pattern 1 Fairbairn Sykes fighting knife made by Joseph Rodgers. It's got an Italian leather sheath. I believe a nickel end on that. Might be brass and nickel plated. Actually, I think it is. And it's the best sheath I've ever seen for a Fairbairn Sykes. It's got the snap instead of that stupid Velcro. And here's the knife itself. It's an exact replica of a World War II Pattern 1 Fairbairn Sykes fighting knife. It's got a solid brass handle, nickel plated, and it's knurled. It's got a knurled handle instead of the ringed one of the Pattern 3. You got the FS knife on this side. The original said the FS fighting knife. And on this side, you got the Joseph Rodgers Sheffield, England emblem. And it comes sharp. It has an edge, unlike every other Fairbairn Sykes I've ever purchased. It's got the sharp edge like the original. And it's tool steel blade, 1075 tool steel, high carbon. This part's brass. Handle's brass. And I'd say it's the best knife I've ever held. A lot of people think the Pattern 2 and the Pattern 3 were improved upon this version. Total falsehood. They're by far inferior to every way. Thinner blades. Blades aren't as wide. This thing here is thinner. Handles are changed to stainless steel, then aluminum. Terribly light, that aluminum. And this is just a finer knife in every single respect. It's $430, I believe, is the price. But as soon as you get it, you understand why. It's definitely worth the price tag. I mean, these new Pattern 3s they're trash, man. I mean, they're still, they'll get the job done, but they've been cheaped down so much. The Pattern 2s, I think I got one here. Nah, it's not right here. They're not as bad, but they're still cheaped down from. And this thing comes with a mirror polish on the blade. Fit and finish is second to none. I mean, that's Joseph Rodgers. They're William Rodgers. Same thing. So it's not Wilkinson like the original, but they've been making Fairbairn Sykes since World War II. And they still make these things for special forces. Some special forces units order these handmade, and collectors. It's the only reason these are still around. But that's it. There's the sheath. It's that Italian leather sheath with the snap and brass end, nickel plated. This one was carried but not used by my father. He's Special Forces SEAL Team 2. There you see. It says Operator 1 on the back. Everyone in his unit has their number written on the back. You see there. That's the code name for his cell. Strike Force. I don't even remember what that says. I can't read it right now. But he carried it until he lost his hand when he stepped on an IED. This thing apparently was unharmed. But that's it. Hope you enjoyed.